Hey friends, it's Liz with The Official Craft Nerd, and today I am bringing you three very easy country chic slash farmhouse DIY projects that I think you are going to love. So let's jump right on into it. So for this first project, I am actually remaking something that I saw one of my friend YouTube crafters create and I fell in love with. So Kristin Kay, if you guys don't follow her already, please check her out. She is amazing and she is probably the sweetest thing ever. She created a noodle board for your kitchen and using Dollar Tree items, and I was blown away and I thought I have got to do this. I need to do this myself. So, and I already had all of the projects or all of the items needed for this. So, what you're seeing here is I used three of the Love Valentine's signs, that they're long signs, and then I used two of these harder wood plaque signs that if you're lucky enough to have found this year, and I glue the three signs together you saw with popsicle sticks on the back, as well as flipping it over and adding the two long wooden signs to the ends. That's the base of this noodle board. That's it. I gave it a good coat of white Waverly chalk paint, and then after that was dry, the next day I came back in because actually took 2 days to do this because I'll tell you why. The first time that not the first time, when I finished it initially, I wasn't sure about the white. I thought this is too white. It doesn't look right. And I really contemplated changing it to black, but I went ahead with the white anyway. I decided instead I would take this Waverly antiquing wax and just go over the edges and distress this and really give it more of that country chic type feel. Now you could totally take this farmhouse and add the black to it and do the original black and white type farmhouse style, which would be beautiful as well. And but I just went with the wax. I like the brown and the white contrast. I really felt like that probably would fit more for my kitchen, which is technically my husband's kitchen. He is the chef of the family, so I was really making this for him. So I also had a lot of these decals laying around, and I thought instead of using my Cricut and doing another decal, I'm just going to put this sticker on there. I mean, Dollar Tree has amazing stickers. If you just really dig through them, you can find really cool stuff like that. So I thought that that looked really nice right in the middle of this noodle board. I had a bunch of these handles already on hand because I had ordered them for something else that I'm doing. And these actually are black handles, but I don't think you could really tell or it really made a difference. So after I glued those on with some E6000 and some super glue, they held on tight and firm, and they just looked great. I thought they looked awesome. So this was the final project for my version of the noodle board. But again, like I said, can't take credit for this idea. I totally saw it on Kristin Kay's channel, and guys, go check hers out. Hers is awesome. She did an amazing job on hers. So this is what this community is about. We spark some interest in each other, and it's fantastic what comes out of it. So what do you guys think of the noodle board? I think I'm in love. Okay, so for my second project here, I actually had this wood sign that I don't know how long I've had it, quite a few years, I think, and it's just been sitting in my garage. Now, you guys, this is my issue. I do a lot of shopping, thrifting, whatever, and if I don't have room for it in the house, it ends up going out in storage in my garage, and then I forget about it. So that is the premises of my upcoming monthly challenge that I am going to start next month. So you guys be on the lookout for that. It's going to be an open challenge that everybody can join in and add their videos to the playlist, and everything is going to be awesome. But in any case, with this particular project, all I did was give it a coat of paint in the white Waverly chalk paint. I had these letters from a trip to Goodwill. I think I found it in brand new in a package for like $2, and it's just the word "eat" in wooden letters. And this is something that had, you know, little hangy, the claw tooth hangers on the back, so you could just hang the letters up on your wall if you wanted. But I felt like it was a little too simple to do that. And actually, this reminded me of a sign that was at this cabin that my husband and I go to for our anniversary every year. And this one cabin had this sign out on the back deck by the grill, and it was so simple, but it was cool, and I loved it. And I've always wanted to recreate it, and I thought, this is perfect. This is what I can do here. So after I painted the main wood sign the white, I'm actually painting the letters with the antique wax as well. But there's a little bit of like white mixed into it because I really, when I started it, I was using the same brush because I felt like I didn't want to get a different brush. I have a problem with uh, using all these different brushes and forgetting to clean them, y'all. It is horrible. Yeah. So I go through brushes all the time. But it actually toned down because there was still like a little bit of white in it. It toned down the antiquing wax, and it just, I don't know, it just gave it this different color, which I really still enjoyed a whole bunch. So once I painted the whole fronts and all of the sides and the insides and everything, um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this just straight down on the middle of the sign. Now, I thought my camera was still recording, and apparently it stopped for the first part of it. So you will see me do the T, but I used the Gorilla wood glue as well as some hot glue to get these to stick down. And they fit perfectly in the middle of the sign with no issues whatsoever. I didn't even take the little claw hooks off the back because they've helped kind of secure in one of the slats, and it made the fit just amazing. So you'll have to tell me what you think about this as well. I will say this before I get ahead of myself here, because I wanted to add just a little bit of extra to my project, because I thought once the letters were on there, it looked good. It looked, it would have been fine just as is, not a problem at all. But I just thought it needed a little bit more. So I took some twine and I wrapped it around each end just a few times just to give it a little bit of extra. And when you see it in the final product, because that twine is in there, I could just kind of maybe stick little things in there if I like. And so I added some flowers just to kind of go with the final project here, which you'll see here in just a minute. And what I'm doing here is actually just adding a little bit of that antique wax around the edges of my sign and going up and down the slats. I wanted to distress it and still give it that very country feel, almost farmhouse time feel, but again, not using black and white. I'm using just this brown and white, which I think is great. And I just felt like it gave it just that extra added touch that this sign needed. And it goes with my noodle board, which I think is amazing. So there's the sign, you guys. See just those little slats. I mean, I just love it. I thought that just gave it just the extra oomph that it needed. And this was the final project. That's what I just stuck some roses in there. I mean, they're not permanent. It looks great all by itself, but I was super proud of this sign, y'all. I love, 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 love this sign. You have to tell me what you think in the comments below. Okay, y'all, so for the word letters for the final project, y'all, this is super, super easy. These are the wood signs from Dollar Tree. I'm using one of each, a horizontal and a vertical slatted heart decor piece that was found in their Valentine's Day section. And I am, what you didn't see pre to this, because I actually took these out and spray painted them with my Rust-Oleum metallic gold spray paint, which is beyond my favorite spray paint ever. But it doesn't give it like that super strong metallic look like it does on everything else. On wood, it kind of, absorbs it. And so it still has that very pretty gold tone to it, but it's not like it would be on glass or plastic or anything else. So I just really wanted these hearts to have that gold tone to them. And what I'm doing here is taking some really white chalk paint, and I'm using some stencils. I'm using a couple of Tim Holtz stencils, which I'm obsessed with Tim Holtz products, so you may see those pop in from time to time. But these stencils are beautiful, and one was like wildflowers, the other I think was just like a rose collection, and I am just putting them on, wherever I feel like they're going to look good on these hearts, and just stenciling over top of them. And I'm taking just a dabber and I'm going over them lightly at first, and then I kind of go back over a little bit heavier, just so I don't have like a lot of bleeding or anything through the stencils. So what I'm doing here is I am taking I have these peach roses that were left over from last year's, I want to say probably last year's Valentine's. I'm not sure, but I've had these forever and I love them because they're not super strong pink or bright red or anything like that. I'm more of a more toned down girl, and I've said it before, white roses are probably my favorite. So I'm just going around the side of this heart, gluing down these flowers and just making something pretty that I want to look at, basically. So while you watch me do this, I do want to say again, thank you so much for everybody that has come back. If you're, one of my old friends that continue to come and support me, I definitely appreciate you guys. If you are new here, I thank you so much for checking me out and sticking around. Like, it's definitely a pleasure to meet all of my new friends here. So please introduce yourself down below. I would love to say hey. And if you guys don't already, make sure to check me out on Instagram. I'm still trying to rebuild my Instagram page after the infamous hack. So I would love for you guys to find me there, follow me, say hi on some of my photos, whatever. Just, let me know that you're there. I definitely would love to see you guys there as well. And on Instagram, instead of the official craft nerd, it is simply official craft nerd. So just a little difference as I took that the off of there, but I'm still there, you guys. I'm not giving up. So go and check me out. Now, if you're new here, I hope you do stick around and subscribe. I would appreciate if you hit that bell down below, because it will keep you notified every time I upload something new. So, and like I said, I got some awesome things in store for the future. So definitely hang around for that. Now back to this project. Now, as you see, I've already kind of filled this in. I'm adding a little bit of extra flowers to it, but I wanted to add some of this lamb's ear. I love this stuff. This stuff is so pretty. I always have a whole stack of it lying around. Lamb's ear is just like the perfect little greenery piece for me. It's very muted, and it's soft and pretty, and it just goes with, I feel, a lot of the floral pieces that I put together. So I absolutely loved how this turned out. And because I'm doing two here, you're going to see two different kind of um, styles of these signs. I just think they are so pretty, so romantic. Now these can hang up if you want to keep in the kitchen and stuff, like everything from, my previous projects here, or these could go anywhere in your house. And I honestly think these are probably going to go more either in my living room or possibly even in my guest bathroom. I don't know. I don't know. They're really pretty and I want to see them. So we'll see where they end up. But I'm just going to let you guys watch how I finish this up here. Okay, guys, and these are the final projects. You'll have to tell me what you think. If you like these, what you would do different. Like I always ask with anything that I do, I love hearing y'all's suggestions and ideas. So, but I just think these are so pretty. Like I'm in love, 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 love with these hearts. And I feel like this is definitely decor that could last all year round, not just Valentine's Day. So, yeah, leave me your comments down below. And again, you guys, I thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, y'all stay safe. Take care.